Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo coming to you live on this Wednesday evening. Want to welcome you to the October 7th, 2025 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. We're here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream on this kind of weird day. It was like rainy and then it was sunny, but I like it nice and cool. It's 58 degrees now, so I like it this way. Johnny G likes the fall. But I have to apologize for last Saturday evening, those of you that were anticipating Johnny G coming on. I had some kind of dizzy issue, maybe some kind of vertigo or something or whatever, but I couldn't look for the 45's. I just couldn't bend down and look in the boxes and pull them out. So I had to kind of rest, and I sent an email to Oldies and More, and also I posted up that the show was canceled. So I don't know. I was okay. I did that spontaneous show on Sunday early evening, but I was okay today. I was down in the no humidity basement looking for 45's late last night and also today, but I got some cool tunes, all requests for tonight. The first three records are my selections, so you could rate Johnny G on those, but we got a big crowd tonight, so we opened up actually with a request, and I didn't see Busta Bass in the chat room there, but this was, I finally found this record down in the no humidity basement. Jazz alto saxophonist, composer, band leader, and actually a singer too, born in Baden, North Carolina. Began recording for the Blue Note record label back in 1957 and had a ton of releases on the label all the way through from 57 to 73. That's a lot of records and LPs. It is, but this was his 21st release on the Blue Note record label. His name was Lou Donaldson. Lou Donaldson. This tune written by Lonnie Smith, charted number 14 on WDAO out of Dayton, Ohio. Song called Peepin'. I want to talk about that. It's from March of 1968. Lou Donaldson on the Blue Note record label. That one there by request for listener Busta Bass, song entitled Peepin'. Well, without further ado, let's start it off here with the vocal portion. And up next, this group out of New York City. They had 3 releases on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. I'm sorry, not Jubilee. I'm so used to saying Jubilee. I mean Josie Records. Okay, this was their first. It was produced and arranged by Ben Boyce. This tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Johnny Matthews, from December of 1965. Let's give a listen to Johnny and the Expressions on the Josie record label. And this is where it's at. The question is, where is the party? Johnny and the Expressions. Here you go. Well, you know where the party is. The party's right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show with your host, Johnny G. Kicking off the vocal portion of the show there with the first release, first of 3 on the Josie record label out of New York City. Ouch. December 1966. That's Johnny and the Expressions. That is Johnny Matthews on lead for that one. Where is the Party is the name of the tune. Always fun to find records like that out in the wild for a quarter. And sometimes, you know, a lot of times when you're out looking for 45s, they're not always in the greatest shape. I've really been lucky to find some. Not everything was in nice shape because, you know, people are donating their records. Some people didn't take care of them, whatever. I found a couple down in the basement. They have edge warps, but they play okay. I tested them today. They were okay. But not everything I have is in mint, but a lot of it is pretty nice, like this one. And I forget what I paid for this one. I don't think I paid a lot of money for this tune, and maybe it goes for a lot. Maybe somebody can check it out, but I'm not sure. This gal, she is from Yazoo, Mississippi. Now, she was a member of the Ikeettes back in 1961, and her name is Josephine Armstead, okay, or Joshi. I think Yeah, no, Josie Armstead, and she would arrange her she would change her name to Deena Johnson, and I feature her quite often here on the '60s edition. She had releases on Wild Deuce, Soiree, and this label, which is called Simpson Records, and her first on this label was a duet with Ricky David. This is her second. A tune written by Robert Mosley. Let's go to November of 1965. If you like to dance, this is a cool tune to do it. November 65, Deena Johnson on the Simpson label. It's called I'm a Sad Girl. This is Deena Johnson. Here you go.
If he walks by me, he will never see a tear. But my eyes will tell him that my conscience is clear. I'll have a smile on my face if I happen to see the boy any place. I didn't let him know when he let me go how much it hurt me so. But I'm a sad girl, that's what I am. I'm a see me cry, but I'm a sad girl. I still think about all the good times that we once knew. Oh, and every time I do, let me tell you, I feel so blue. The boy just didn't love me no more. I tell everyone I've been having fun. He didn't hurt me no. But I've got to admit that I'm a sad girl. 'Cause my baby called me quick that I'm a sad girl. Oh, my baby told me early this morning he didn't love me no more. You know that's why I'm a sad girl. Sad girl. You know I'm a
There you go. That's the sound of Deena Johnson, a.k.a. Josephine Armstead, Joe Armstead, also there, November 1965, her second release on the Simpson record label. I'm a Sad Girl is the name of the tune. Now, what do I got here? And this, let me see, in 1967, she would marry a songwriter, Melvin Collins, and together they formed the Giant Enterprise and also the Giant label. She has some releases. I think she has 5 releases on the Giant record label for that one. Johnny G moved I moved that lamp. The lamp was closer here to the webcam, so I don't know if that did anything with the light. How is the visual on the 45s or the labels? Are they coming in clear? Because I moved the light to the left. And so maybe it might have changed the light, maybe different color, but maybe this is not as bright, possibly, because this room is not lit up the greatest, so therefore you're going to get kind of funky colors. But anyway, let us continue here on the for a Wednesday evening, and up next, this group from Saginaw, Michigan. They formed in 1964, but did not record until 1966 for George Leaner's Impact record label. They had 2 releases on the label. I think this is the one that everybody's looking for. So this might be a pricey 45. And I think I paid $75 for this record. Maybe it's worth a little bit more now. I don't know. But this was their first release for the Impact label. Now, the group included Brent Anderson, Edgar Donahue, Willie Hawkins, and Vandy Lane. Collectively, they were known as the Ringleaders, and this tune charted regionally. This was a number 35 on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. Let's go to June of 1966 now for the sound of the Ringleaders on the Impact record label. It's called Baby, What Has Happened to Our Love. These are the Ringleaders. Check it out. Here you go.
Same old song.
There you go. That's the sound of the Ringleaders here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. When's the last time you saw a ringleader? I can't remember the last time I went to a circus. It was at the county center, probably sometime in the 1960s. And Barbara never wanted to go to any circuses, but I would have liked to go to the Big Top once in a while. But there you go, the sound of the Ringleaders there from 1966, June of 66 on the Impact record label. The Ringleaders with Baby, What Has Happened to Our Love. And also this George Lerner also owned the Wonderful record label. Some great tunes on the Wonderful label. If you are new to the program here, those of you tuned in to the Vinyl Treasure Show on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that bell to get notifications. You got to get all notifications. Of course, you have to be signed in, and then you would not have missed that show that I did on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. And so I know some of you got notifications that I was live, but you have to make sure you can't just subscribe. You have to look at that bell and look at the drop down so you get all recommendations and suggestions, and you should get an email when Johnny G goes live. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I saw Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room there, and I did have one more request for him. He requested this singer born in... What? Where is this, Charlene? Central Hatchie, Georgia? Where is Central Hatchie? That's got to be Central Georgia, maybe, if anybody knows. But he was a member of the Bassettes that recorded for the Oh, wait a minute. I have that record. That's like a silver label. The Bassettes that recorded for the Stat label. He was also the guitarist and vocalist for Piano Red. That was probably earlier. For whom he wrote and sang Mr. Moonlight, which was the flip of Piano Red's... Oh, wait a minute. you mean Dr. Feelgood and the Dr. Feelgood and the Interns, I think. Okay, so that was okay. Now I got it. October of 1962. Then he went on to for his first solo recording for 1962 for the OK record label, which I do have in the collection, and it also has releases on Columbia in 65 and 66, one on the Josie label, and then he signed with Philips Records for 2 releases. This was his first, and he wrote this tune. This is produced by Rick Hall. This charted regionally. This was a big number 5 record if you were tuned into WMBM out of Miami, Florida from December of 67. It's going out to Evan Blatt. I saw Evan in the chat room. This is Roy Lee Johnson. Roy Lee Johnson on the Philips label, and it's called Cheer Up, Daddy's Coming Home. This is Roy Lee Johnson. Here you go, folks.
I want you to cheer up. Daddy's coming home to you, baby. I want you to cheer up. Daddy's coming home. Oh, because I love you. Oh, baby. I've got your letter. Oh, this morning. You were saying how you miss me so. I've got a right to know, baby, because I love you so. I want you to cheer up. Oh, yeah. Daddy's coming home. Darling, you said that you've been crying for days. Don't worry, baby. Your love is keeping me safe. Oh, that's why I love you. Oh, baby. Operator, will you give me a little more time? Tell my baby that she's not wasting her time. Oh, 'cause I love her. Oh, yes, I do. I want you to cheer up. Daddy's coming home to you now, baby. 'Cause I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, baby, baby. I want you to cheer up. Daddy's coming home to you right now, baby. 'Cause I love you.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Evan, you picked that record up. That's pretty nice that you did that. That one there, cool tune. That one there from December of 1967 on the Philips record label, Mr. Roy Lee Johnson. Roy Lee Johnson with a song entitled Cheer Up, Daddy's Coming Home. Well, Johnny G has come home here after, well, I wasn't on Saturday, but I did go on Sunday. I'll be back on this coming Saturday for show number 2. I will not be on this Thursday. Bill Olb will be coming in next Thursday, though. We'll talk more about that. I have a request to play for Bill Olb in New Jersey. But that record, that's when I was buying records from the Group Harmony collectors. They would run certain labels by me. Philips was one of the labels that I collected. So for those records, something like that, even in the company sleeve there that you saw, I would pay $1 for something like that, which, listen, I think that's all worth $1, wouldn't you say? But anyway, let us continue here. Let's backtrack for a second, because I'm not in the Oldies and More chat room. I will be in there momentarily, but I saw a comment. Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room mentioned that the flip side of the Ringleaders was a good tune, so we're going to play it. An instant request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Let's flip over the Ringleaders on the Impact record label from June '66. We heard Baby, What Has Happened to Our Love, and this is the flip side. It's going out to Leonard Mancini. It's called Let's Start Over. Here you go, the Ringleaders for Leonard. There you go. Instant requests here on the 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Good request there, Mr. Leonard Mancini. That's the flip side of the Ringleaders we heard earlier, the Ringleaders from June of 1966. That's called Let's Start Over. What a nice ballad that is on the Impact label. And we heard the flip side, Baby, What Has Happened to Our Love. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Please click the thumbs up if you're digging what you're hearing. This is our first show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio, 9 to midnight with your requests. And actually a belated birthday wish to Lenny G. I don't have a birthday request tonight, but I will have one for Saturday. So I have all that show scheduled, so you don't need to send me any future requests for that show. We'll continue with that show. Plus, Charlene's got some things to do on Friday, so she is way ahead. She is relaxing at home. She'll relax for the next couple of days. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for UK listener David Dallison as I try. And let me talk about another thing. If they happen to shut the show down, which usually happens about maybe 2.5 hours potentially into the program, there will be no, I'm still live on Oldies and More Radio, but for the YouTube, if they shut me down early, I will come back on with a new stream. And that was a great idea that Record Hound recommended to Johnny G, because it works. You just have to refresh your browser there or go back to the site and you'll still see a new live, because I'll do it immediately. I'll call it part 2. Next time I didn't call it a part 2. But you'll have to like, I guess it just close out of it. You'll just have to either go out of the site and come back in. But that's going to be the best thing if you want the visual. Some people just like to hear the audio. But anyway, let us continue here. This is for UK listener Dave Dallison. Been featuring this group for a number of weeks. Well, I play them quite often here on the Vinyltreasure show. But you're going to know this song because it was a hit. And a record that I like and a record that my aunt liked. They're from Allentown, PA. They had 6 singles on the Smash record label, and the lead singer of the group was a member of the Sinceres, okay, that recorded for the Jordan record label, and also and I don't know about that one, okay, but he did find success when he became the lead singer of this group, Jay and the Techniques. His name is Jay Proctor, and this was the group's debut single. And what did I say, 5 or 6? There's 8. Johnny G, I tell you, with the cataracts, I can't see. It's their first of 8. And this is on the Smash record label. And this song, really, though, is a cover tune. I didn't know that. This came out on a 1966 LP originally. It was called The Best of Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. Does anybody have that LP? Okay, but the song was called Ready or Not. That's interesting. So if you got that LP, you should check it out. I don't have the LP. Maybe I should buy it. It's produced by Jerry Ross, arranged by Joe Renzetti, again with Jay Proctor on lead. This was a big hit for the group, number 6 on Billboard, number 8 on the R&B chart, number 4 on Cashbox, and number 1 on many, many stations throughout the U.S. From March 67 for Dave Dallison, Jay and the Techniques. It's called Apple Peaches Pumpkin Pie on the Smash label. Here you go. It's here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and that's a copy that plays pretty nice. You know Johnny G's feelings about styrene 45s, and that is, I'd love to get to promo on that, though. I'm sure they would be, styrene also. I never saw a vinyl. Well, I'll take that back. I do have Smash white label promos that are vinyl, but I don't know about this time. I think everything was styrene at the time, but that's great to hear that record. That is really, they were writing big hits back in the day in the 1960s. They really did. Joe Renzetti, Jerry Ross, Jimmy the Whiz Wisner, great records from the 1960s, and great, like, what's his name? Mad Mike would say great radio records for your transistor radio. That is one of them, too. There you go. That one they're going out to a David Dallison in the UK, the great Jay Proctor and the Techniques with their first release on Smash, Apple Peaches Pumpkin Pie is the name of the tune. We're going to do an instant request from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Remember, if you do like a flip side of a 45, but make sure you like it. Let's not just say we want to hear a flip side here, but if you like it. But anyway, well, listen, wasn't there a commercial, Mike? Wasn't there a commercial with this title here? Was it Ajax, maybe? Maybe Johnny G's losing his mind. But let's flip it over here. Is this also, this is a B. Gale T. Bauer. Again, all right, here you go. Again, arranged by Joe Renzetti. So let's do an instant request from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. We can do that here because I'm playing the real records here. And let's flip over Apple Peaches Pumpkin Pie from a March of 67 on the Smash record label. You get this tune by Jay and the Americans. It's called Stronger Than Dirt. That one they're going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Mark.
I was hanging on the corner with the fellas just watching all the people spending time with the woman that I ordered, even though she was the apple of my eye. And then from clear across town, I heard a clattering sound as I saw this white knight coming at me. As he rode on his horse, he said, "Now hey there, boss, you're the kind I came to see." That's why I love singing again. Don't you know, yeah, baby.
Yeah, Johnny G dropped my papers. So, anyway, I don't know why I am losing the oldies and more stream here. It doesn't make sense here. I was okay the last couple of shows, but it's been dropping the signal. I got to be careful there. I gotta watch all the monitors here. But anyway, there you go. That's a B-side there, and I guess I don't know if the commercial got it off of this song or the song got it from the commercial. Either way, but it's got to be attached to that Ajax commercial from the 1960s. But there you go, an instant request for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. March 67, Jay Proctor and the Techniques on Smash with "Stronger Than Dirt" is the name of the tune. Johnny G is, I'm stronger today than I was on Saturday night. But thank you all for being here as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Then we're also going to flip this 45 over for listener Malcolm Baumgart. He is tuned in over in the UK. And this is actually the B-side of the 45. It's a duet out of Philadelphia. And they were previously members of Cliff Nobles and Company, and they are Benny Williams. He was the bassist for the group, and Tina Blount, Blunt, B-L-O-U-N-T. She was the background singer, and they recorded as Benny and Tina, and this is on the Blue Rock record label. This song written by Jesse James. Of course, he was he was a big producer for the Filet of Soul record label that Cliff Noble and Company were on, and he co-wrote this tune with Benny, who was the male singer on this, also produced by Jesse James, from April 1969. This is going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Benny and Tina. It's called, and it's an interesting title too. It's called "Over My Dead Body." This is Benny and Tina for Adrian. Here you go.
You
There you go. That one there by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Then I don't know why I think my speakers clip. Okay, I hear it doesn't do it on the YouTube, but they clip, and I think it drops the signal, is what I think it does. I don't know if it's because I got something too loud, possibly here in the studio, but anyway, there you go. That is a B-side there from April 1969, going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat. It's supposed to be Benny and Tina, but really it's only Tina. Her name is Tina Blunt. Tina Blunt. On Blue Rock Records, Over My Dead Body. Said that to a couple people, I have. But we're going to do an instant request for the intended A-side of this for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip it over here. And I'm seeing, okay, Jesse James and also Benny wrote this side also. This is the intended A-side. Okay. Let me put it on, folks. And also, those of you that are new listening for the first time, okay, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. But let me tell you how the requests work here. Many of my regulars know that since I play real records, I mean, I have about, I don't know, almost 8,000 records up here, but I don't have enough elves here to go and find the records. So I need to get them in advance. So then I could, and if I see you come into the chat room or whatever and you're here, I'll play them for you if I see you there, or you tell me you're not going to be, play them, you listen on the archive or whatever, because I get lots of listeners. And I know a lot of the regulars that listen to the archive, so I play their records anyway. I try to fit them in because I mix and match my speeds and tempos. So you're not going to hear like 10 slow songs in a row. I'm going to mix them with mediums and up tempos and whatnot. Sometimes, and I usually do. I have enough requests, so as you can see right here on the table, this is the table here. So you see that table? Those are all the requests, and plus I got some here under the table here, the requests. So that's how I do the show, and I do them on the two turntables here, so you know that it's impossible for me to go look for records. I just don't have. If I had people here and I would tell them they're all filed here, go ahead and get them, then that would be a different story, but I can't do that. But so you got to email your requests to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way to do it. But we can do instant requests here, and we're going to do one for Malcolm Baumgart. So let's flip over that Benny and Tina from April 69 on the Blue Rock record label. And the song is called This Love Is Real. There's a lot of songs by This Love Is Real. This is an instant request for Malcolm in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Malcolm.
I used to be a playboy and roam the streets all night. I never thought that no baby, could ever treat one girl right. Not taking care of you is all I wanna do. But this love is real, then all right. This love is real, 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 real.
Instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to UK listener Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. That is the intended A-side of that Benny and Tina 45 on the Blue Rock record label from April 69. This Love Is Real is the name of the tune. Prior to that, we heard the request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room, Over My Dead Body. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. We're here till midnight. We'll go a little bit longer since Johnny G won't be on tomorrow. We'll see, because if the copyright police shut me down, we'll just continue with a news stream. But I'll be connected to the oldies and more, although I lost that signal there, so what's going on with that? But anyway, let's fill a request now for listener L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. As many of you know, this group from Harvey, Illinois, so many great tunes when they first recorded, first as the L Rays for the Checker record label. That's a rare record that you will hear on my Saturday evening show. But they would sign with Vivian Carter's VJ Records in 1955, had some great records on that label. They would leave VJ and sign with Argo, recording some great soul releases for Argo, which then morphed into Cadet Records. And this was their 7th release on the Cadet label that L.A. Arch requests. Actually, he requested both sides of this 45, so we're going to hear the flip too. But we're going to hear the ballad side first. This tune written and produced by Bobby Miller, arranged by Charles Stephanie. And this features Johnny Carter. He's on lead mainly, and then Marvin Jr. will come in on this. Although this one charted too, Charlene did it. So this should be the A side. I don't know. It doesn't make sense why the other side did not chart. But anyway, this charted number 38 on Billboard, number 18 on the R&B, and this was a number 3 record on WABQ out of Cleveland, Ohio. And L.A. Arch wants to dedicate this tune to all the veterans out there, particularly the veterans from the Vietnam War. And I know I have a lot of veterans that are tuned into this program or listen on the archive and listen live. So Arch and I want to send this one out to all the veterans that gave their that went out to allow us to have our freedoms that we have today. So thank you all for your service, and let's give a listen to this tune here from December 68. Here are the Dells on Cadet. It's called Does Anyone Know I'm Here? This is for L.A. Arch. Here you go.
Foreign land, lonely is he, and in the dark he wipes away a tear as he thinks to himself, does anybody know I'm here? He's got a girl far on a distant shore. He wonders if she loves him anymore. Cold, so
There you go. That one there by request for L.A. Arch. Sending that out to all the veterans there, as that title, that song represents a lot with a lot of those soldiers felt out there in the wilderness like that. So that one there we're going to dedicate to all the veterans that we can associate with that war. So thank you all for your service. The Dells from December 1968. Does Anyone Know I'm Here? That's on the Cadet label. That's their 7th release. We're going to flip it over here and do a flip side request for L.A. Arch, as this tune, again, written and produced by Bobby Miller, and again arranged by Charles Stephanie, and again with featuring this side Charles Barksdale and Marvin Jr. on the flip side. So let's flip the 45 over, and it's going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. The great sound of the Dells. This is December 68 on the Cadet label. It's called Make Sure, parentheses, You Have Someone Who Loves You. The Dells. Here you go for L.A. Arch.
The young years of your life are the best of your life, for you're young and strong and gay. Hearts can easily mend and romance has no end. Time's good to you in those days.
But when you reach grown-up age and must give up the stage, when your future looks dim, chances go slim.
Make sure you have someone who loves you. Make sure you have someone who loves you. When your part has been played and you join that parade that starred in days gone by, when you're seized by the fear that the time's drawing near, when you must take your bow and say goodbye,
When you must make room for the next act coming on, when your youth and beauty is silently gone, when you look back and see that time marches on.
make sure you have someone who loves you. Make sure you have someone who loves you. When all's said and done, and you've had your fun, and your future's past memories, what a joy to know that someone loves you so, will be there to share your destinies.
Cause when the aging begins, time no longer your friend. In the prime of your life, have the time of your life.
Make sure you have someone who loves you. Make sure you have someone who loves you. Make sure you have someone who loves you. Make sure you have someone who loves you.
There you go. I think they was going to say B-sides here. That's got to be the B-side, I'd say. I didn't see chart action on that one, Charlene. Page 2, let me just check. 7, page 8, was there chart action on that? No. Then there went to Leonard Mancini's request. But anyway, there you go. That is the flip side of Does Anyone Know I'm Here? The sound of the Dells with Make Sure, parentheses, You Have Someone Who Loves You. That's on the Cadet. I see Jazzbell mentions that there was an LP that was put out by the Dells. They got a number of LPs that came out on Cadet Records. And so that one, I guess this one released in December of 68, but that was on the, again, so that rolled into 1969. So there you go. Great two-sided 45. Let us continue here on a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request now for listener Amnon. You're going to know this tune because I think this was a #1 record, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. Let's see if the copyright police Come out to Johnny G. Remember, if they shut me down, we're going to start the stream up again, but I don't expect it this early in the program. But this is a request for listener Amnon, this singer from Layton, Alabama. He was the cousin to Jimmy Hughes, and he would have his biggest hit in 1966 with his debut single. This was his first of 21 releases for the Atlantic record label. And this tune was written by Calvin Lewis and Andrew Wright. This was produced by Marlon Green and Quinn Ivy. Of course, this was #1 everywhere. Billboard Cashbox, R&B, nationally, a big #1 record for Mr. Percy Sledge. It was released in March of 1966 on the Atlantic label. So here we go for Amnon. Percy Sledge with When a Man Loves a Woman. Percy Sledge for Amnon.
Thing he's found.
There you go. Hits here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to listener Amnon, the sound of Percy Sledge. That is his first release for the Atlantic record label, released in March of 1966. When a Man Loves a Woman, a big, big hit for him and for the label there. So many of you, I'm sure, remember that tune, listening to it on the radio when it came out. And well, thanks for coming in, Sam. I want to welcome Sam Muffaletto in our YouTube chat room, and thank you, Sam, for your email. And it was interesting to get an email from Sam, because on the show that I did, the spontaneous show that I did on Sunday evening, okay, I played some uncommon records on that show, and I didn't start in the early 50s. I started like in 1958, I think. And so I was playing some records. There was a record from 1959. I didn't really have a lot of information on it, but it was on the Montel record label, okay? Montel Records out of Louisiana. And so it was by a singer by the name of Cal Turbin, okay? So I didn't know much about it. There's a group behind it. I was saying that maybe it should be entered into the group, the Kreider book, or whoever who's doing the new price guide with the vocal groups, to put it in there. And then I received an email from Sam, who he must have kind of fell off his chair when he heard me play that record, because I don't think it's a common record, at least to come out of Louisiana. And I was pleasantly surprised that Sam manages a website on Facebook. You need to check it out. It's called Louisiana Jukebox Cafe. So if you are on Facebook, you can check that out. You can subscribe. You can follow it. He has cool information and a collector of everything Louisiana. It's a 45's, artist, 33s and a third. I don't know about the 78s, Sam. You got any 78s from Louisiana down there? But anything, artists and labels and whatnot. And I have some, I don't know how many obscure things I have, but I'm curious. And Sam, we're going to advertise your book also, too, where people can get your book, because he also wrote a book about Louisiana artists and whatnot. So I'm interested in receiving that. So thank you, Sam, for being here, and also for listening to the Vinyl Treasure Show. We will hear more from Sam in the future as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. And this is an interesting record that Warren requested. This group is out of Columbia, Pennsylvania, and they have this lone release on Lenny McKinnon's Lorraine Records, which was out of Reading, Pennsylvania. And the lead singer on this, his name is Nathan Nippy Hawkins. I don't know what that means. Maybe he was kind of like an aggressive guy. I don't know. But the group is called the Niptones. Now, the Niptones included Chester Kenny. This was a self-contained group. Self-contained groups are groups that play all their instruments and do their vocal and do the vocals also. So this group included Chester Kennedy on guitar, Mike Jones on piano, Steve Pettis on drums, and this is, I guess, the B-side of the 45, and it was co-written by the lead singer, Nippy Hawkins, and Lenny McKinnon, and let me see, arranged by, who? The Slide King? Who's the Slide King? Lenny McKinnon. All right, 1965 release by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Nippy Hawkins and the Niptones. It's called It's Gonna Be Too Late. This is on the Lorraine label. Here you go for Warren.
When you walked out on me, I promised I'd make you cry. And now that you left me, I feel oh so empty inside. But one of these days, when you're all alone,
There you go. That one there by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Nippy, Hawkins, and the Niptones, okay? And song entitled, It's Gonna Be Too Late. That's on the Lorraine record label, Lorraine Records out of Reading, Pennsylvania. The group, though, is out of Columbia, Pennsylvania. We're going to do an instant request for a listener, Evan Blatt, in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip the 45 over. There was a scratch on this side here. I picked this up. I think I picked it up for a couple bucks. It's a nice press. It's got those scratches on that side. This side's okay. So I don't remember this side. I had this side up when it was filed in the box here. So let's flip over. Let's flip over the tune, It's Gonna Be Too Late. Well, it's not too late. And we're going to hear the flip here by request for Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. This is Nippy, Hawkins, and the Niptones on Lorraine. The song is called Angie. Here you go, Evan. Angie. Yeah, it's a doo-wop sound here. That is a doo-wop song. And they're kind of the cusp of a soul and doo-wop. Soul on the flip side, doo-wop on the intended A side there. Instant request there for Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Angie is the name of the song. And that one there, the flip side of Warren Russell's request by Nippy, Hawkins, and the Niptones on the Lorraine record label. And we heard Angie, and we heard the flip first. It's gonna be too late. Well, it's never too late here to tune into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as you get to hear Johnny G here with all his tidbits and whatnot. But let us continue now. Let's fill a request now for listener Avatar Charles Ellis in our YouTube chat room. I played the flip side of this not too long ago, the intended A side. I think it was Ivar Shiva that requested the flip side of this 45, if I'm not mistaken. I know many of you are familiar with this singer, first recording as a member of the duo Clarence and Calvin. And then in 1966, he would go solo, first recording for the Fame record label. But he achieved success when he signed with Atlantic Records in 1967, had 15 releases on the Atlantic label through 1971. And his biggest hit, was, I don't know. Well, I guess his biggest hit was a song called Patches in 1970. I thought the flip side of this was a big hit for him. Oh, no. It says, this was his next biggest hit. It was called Slip Away, which I think I played that for you, Ivart Shiva. I did. I played that for you. Played it July 9th. For Ivart, but Avatar requested the B-side of the 45. He co-wrote this tune with Joe Wilson and Marcus Daniels and Rick Hall, who also produced the record. And this did chart, too. This side was played on Billboard, only made it up to number 88, was 49 on the R&B chart, and a number 18 record if you were tuned in to WQXI in Atlanta, Georgia, from April 1968 by request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. It's Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter on the Atlantic label, and Johnny G was lucky I didn't feel this way. I didn't have the funky fever. This is going out to Avatar. Clarence Carter. Here you go. There you go. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is Mr. Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter on the Atlantic record label, a song, a flip side of Slip Away, a song entitled Funky Fever. That one there going out to listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room. That one there released in April of 1968. Let us continue here. And we do a touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition, as this release came out in September of 1971 by this singer born in Leenow, Tennessee. Now, this is a request for listener Grayland in our YouTube chat room. This singer's real name is Overton Vertus Wright, okay, but you know him as O.V. Wright. First recording in 1964 for the Goldwax record label. Then he signed with Don Roby's Backbeat Records, Backbeat record label out of Houston, Texas. Had 19 releases on the label. This was his 14th release. Tune written by Roby, the label owner, and Johnny Copeland. Okay, this one produced by Willie Mitchell. Got a touch of the 70s here. Where were you in September of 1971? I think I was in junior high school when this record came out. It was in the 71. This was 8th grade for Johnny G. Let's give a listen to O.V. Wright. O.V. Wright on the Backbeat label, going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Was Born All Over. This is for Graylin. Here you go. There you go. Ballads here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Touch of the 70s, too. That one there going out to listener Graylin in our YouTube chat room. The sound of O.V. Wright. O.V. Wright, September 1971 release. I said, what, his 14th release? 14th of 19 for the Backbeat record label. Song entitled I Was Born All Over is the name of the tune. I could do a... what was that? Was there a disco record called Born to Be Alive? You remember that disco record from the... Was it on the Columbia record label? I remember that. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's fill a request now for Jump, a.k.a. John R., in our YouTube chat room. This is a very interesting record, okay? I think it's out of Phoenix... It's out of Arizona, maybe Phoenix, Arizona, I think. And it's not an easy record to find either. It's on the Homogenize Soul record label. And it's a duet. Okay, but the group is called the Newlyweds. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting record, and I guess many of you are married or divorced, or maybe now that you're single, and you might be able to relate to this record a little bit. But you got to listen to it. It's interesting. The tune written by Mike Alinaberg and Jay Lewis and S. Grant Beasley. Okay, I think this also came out, Charlene's got it, that it came out on Cliff Goldsmith and Sid Talmadge's Fat Fish label in April of 66. But I have the first release from February 66. Let's give a listen to the Newlyweds. This is going out to John Ronayne in our YouTube chat room. The Newlyweds on Homogenized, is it a D? Yeah, Homogenized Soul label, and it's called The Quarrel. This is for John. Here you go. Messed it up, Johnny. There you go.
Don't you know about the brother? You come snagging in with wine on your breath. Just get on out. Get on out my house and don't come back no more. Pack your clothes and go home to your mama. See what I care. Just go and leave me alone. Down, down, down.
Get on out of my house, woman.
darling. Oh, darling, thank you.
I'ma tell you, I just don't really need you no more.
Oh, darling.
You can't even wash the dishes or mop the floor.
Oh, darling.
I just don't know what to do about you, woman.
I love you so much.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't. Tell me something else.
John, please don't make me go.
Who is it?
Darling, I'm begging you. I'm
What y'all
tired of
doing
this
arguing now? Don't
You
y'all
get
argue.
on out of here.
I got to go to work in the morning. Don't y'all know y'all making too much noise? You shut up.
You don't tell me to shut up.
I'm gonna call the police with all
Say,
you.
let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, tell me.
You better get on out of my house,
You
woman.
put me out.
Who is it?
Your mama.
Which one?
Neither mind which
Just
one.
come on.
Let me on in.
Come on in.
Come in.
You come get your daughter. Get your daughter and take on out of here. I mean, right now. I mean, get your daughter. What?
Don't talk about mama.
Don't you say that no more. Don't you say nothing else to me. You get your... I hit you, too. Now you take and get on out of here. And I'm not playing. Don't threaten me, woman. Get on out.
I'm begging you, darling, please.
No, I'm not going. If you tell your mother to get out, I'll let you stay. If your mother leave, you can stay. Just put your mother
I
out.
ain't going. Okay,
Who
okay.
is it?
It's me again.
What do you want?
I'm gonna call the cops on you.
I done told you, I'm gonna shoot you. Get on out of here. You been cheap. You been coming over here getting my wife taken out when I ain't been home.
You
Listen
better,
here.
you better keep an eye on her.
I got my
I'm
own.
gonna call the cops on you.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe you will. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna forgive nobody. You ain't worth forgiving. You just ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. Just get on out. You too. You take your big fat mother and get on out of my house. I mean right now. Get on out.
Don't make me go.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute, baby. Wait, baby. Baby. What you want? What you want?
I heard you got some trouble down here.
Oh, no sauce.
Look here. If I find any more trouble, I'm going to come down and take you into town.
Yes,
You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
This is a quiet neighborhood, and I don't like that jazz.
Here you go, by request for John R. in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Newlyweds. Of course, it is a comedy thing, although it sounded a little violent there. But I bought this 45, not for that side, called The Quarrel. And John mentioned the flip side is actually better. That was kind of a kind of a weird record. Okay, but the other side is called, but this is the better side, I think, if you want to. We'll listen to the flip side here. Okay, it's called, and this is the Newlyweds, and it's called Love Walked Out. These are the Newlyweds here, February 66 release on the Homogenized Soul label. I think it's out of Phoenix, Arizona. Here you go. This is the flip.
And walk slowly out the door.
Bye.
The reason I'm leaving you is...
You better tell me first.
I just don't love you anymore.
You couldn't mean that, could you? Dow, dow, dow.
I love you, baby. Tell the whole world I do. Yes, it's true. I love you, baby. And there's nothing I wouldn't do just for you. I think I will walk around the world just for you. You know it's true, baby. I'm sitting here, baby, with my head hanging low. Don't you know? I'm sitting here, baby, with my head hanging low. Don't you know? Like a fish without water, he cannot swim. I'm like him. I'm just like him, baby. Without you, baby, I don't think that I can live. Yes, it's real. That's the way, that's the way, that's the way, that's how I feel. Wish you were here. I'm begging you back, baby. I don't wanna be all alone. Please come home. Come on home, baby. 'Cause I'm in misery and I need you so desperately. Yes, it's me. I'm in misery. Baby, come back. Can't you see? I'm on my bending knees.
There you go. That side, that side is the side. That's the side, John, you should have requested there. Those are the Newlyweds there. Newlyweds from February 66 on the Homogenized Soul record label. The song is called, that side is called Love Walked Out. That is the side that I bought the record for, that side. The other side, Jump requested, and it was called The Quarrel, which was a very violent record. It was. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. Let's fill a request now for listener George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room, and you know this group. Lost my place here. Here we go. This is a request for George Chestnut as we head to Chicago, Illinois now for the sound of the Impressions. They would sign with ABC Paramount Records in 1961. They had a big hit right out of the box with their first record, a song called Gypsy Woman, which is a tune my aunt bought when it came out in 1961. But they would end up with 31 releases for the Paramount ABC record label. And George requested their 22nd, this one arranged by Johnny Pate, written by the lead singer, and he was a master writer. You know, I'm talking about Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield. This charted number 65 on Billboard, number 12 on the R&B chart, and this was a number one record if you were tuned in to WFEC out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania from July 66. For George Chestnut, here are the Impressions with Can't Satisfy. Here you go, George, and this is a beat-up copy, too. There you go. That one there by request for George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. You know, it's possible, I don't know, I think maybe the Isley Brothers may have sued the Impressions for that song there, because it sounds like the Isley Brothers tune, what is that song? She's drawing a blank here, but I know it was what is the song here? Somebody type it in there. The Isley Brothers tune. Oh, man, Johnny, I'm telling you, since I caught COVID 3 years ago, my mind has been a sieve. But there you go. Can't Satisfy is the name of the tune. That one there going out to George Chestnut. The sound of the Impressions here from July. It's This Old Heart of Mine. Thank you, Reed. Sometimes Johnny G loses it, I can tell you that much. But there you go. The sound of the Impressions, Can't Satisfy, on the ABC Paramount record label. Hopefully Johnny G is satisfying you here for a Wednesday evening. If I am, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that bell to get notifications when Johnny G goes live. You never know when I'm going to do a spontaneous show I know Mark Speck always likes me to take a box of records and just sample them. But maybe I'll do that. But I've been so busy lately. I really have. But we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, as we just heard Curtis Mayfield on lead with a tune he wrote. Well, here's another tune that Curtis Mayfield wrote, and he wrote this tune for the Iceman. And, of course, the Iceman was the lead singer of the Impressions back in late 1950s. You may know the song from 58 called For Your Precious Love, but he did the early leads on the Impressions singles on the Falcon and the Abner record label. Then he would go solo in 1959 on Abner Records, but he would move over to the parent label VJ Records in August of 1960. With his first release, He Will Break Your Heart was his first release, solo release on VJ. But he would have 27 releases through 1966 on the VJ label. And Ron requested his 17th release. This came out in March of 1964. Going out to Ron Harry, the Iceman, Jerry Butler on VJ Records. It's called I've Been Trying. This is for Ron Harry. Here you go.
Been trying, Lord knows that I've been trying to understand why can't I be your only man? Lord, you said you love me, but girl, understand why can I be your only man? Day after day you treat me in your way. I want to go, but my heart says no. You act so strange, my love still remains. It says keep on trying, boy. She's gonna change it. I've been trying. Lord knows that I've been trying to understand why. Oh, why can't I be your only man? I've been trying.
There you go, the great sound of Jerry Butler here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener Ron Harry. March 64 release on Vivian Carter's VJ Records. I've Been Trying is the name of the tune. Johnny G's trying so hard to be perfect on the Vinyl Treasure show. Nobody's perfect, but Johnny G makes lots of mistakes, as do many others, but I try not to be. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure show. Fill a request now for listener Record Ralph in our YouTube chat room. This gal, she hails from Brooklyn, New York. She first recorded for ABC Paramount Records back in 1963. With a song called The Roll, which I think I played here on the April 23rd Vinyl Treasure show. And let's see. After her second release on the Gold label in February of 64, she attracted the attention of Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, and signed her to their label, Blue Cat Records. They didn't stay on Blue Cat that long because George Goldner was involved. They had Redbird and Blue Cat Records, but Goldner was a gambler, and he was involved with some shady characters. So Lieber and Stoller would eventually leave this label and go on and do other things. But in the beginnings of this Blue Cat and the Redbird label, they were involved. But she recorded this Trade Martin pen tune. Wait a minute. Yes. And they signed her to the Blue Cat label in 1965, and she recorded this Trade Martin pen tune. This was her first of two on the Blue Cat label. This was produced by session guitarist Al Gordon, and also produced by Chip Taylor. This bubbled under at number 114, but this was a number 4 record on KMEN in San Bernardino, California. Now, Jack Ross would immediately record it for Chess Records and put it out by, who was it? Is it Jackie Ross? No. Yeah, Jackie Ross would eventually do this cover. So Jackie Ross is actually the cover song. This is the original, though, from June of 1965. Her name is Evy Sands. Evy Sands on the Blue Cat record label. It's called Take Me for a Little While. This is going out to Record Ralph. Here you go, Ralph.
I've been trying to make you love me, but everything I try just takes you further from me. You don't love me, no, no, so you treat me cruel. But no matter how you hurt me, I'll always be your fool. But if you don't want me forever, and if you don't need me forever, and if you can't love me forever, take me for a little while so I can hold you, baby, so I can make you want me. I gotta stop it. There should be a law. Maybe I need, 'cause every time you put me down, I love you more. And I feel so helpless. Maybe I need, and it ain't funny. You know I need, 'cause deep down inside I know you're never gonna love me. But if you don't want me forever, and if you don't need me forever, and if you can't love me forever, take me for a little while so I can hold you, baby, so I can make you want me. Take me for a little while, you baby. Don't you know where you want me? Take me for a little please, won't you have me? Any way you want me, I'll be yours. Anything you want me to do,
Johnny G, totally unprepared Totally unprepared for a song. Let me see what I'm going to find here to play here. But there you go. That one they're going out to Record Ralph, the sound of Evy Sands. Evy Sands on the Blue Cat record label. Take Me for a Little While, the original version of that tune on the Blue Cat record label. And Johnny G's got to look for a record. I was not prepared. I was looking for a record to play by someone else, but it did not work. But let's go. Let me see here. Let me check. Let me check my thing. All right, let's do this one here. I apologize for being a klutz here, but we're going to fill a request now for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat. I'm going to stay with the chicks here. And let me find my notes here for Joe, F, and G, and Joe. Trying to play something for Frank, and I didn't see the one that I wanted here. Where is Joe's? John G. Bill. So disorganized, Johnny. What page is that on, Charlene? Joe's Oldies Fan. Is it under Joseph Smith, Charlene, or Oldies Fan? Where do you have them here? G-H-I... Come on. Getting irate here. Johnny G's got no patience. Malcolm. Oh, man. Let's just play the record here. I'm going to play the record here. Then I'm going to find it. But it's Andrea Carol. It's called The Doomlang. I don't know where it is on my paper, but we're going to play it. Sorry, folks. I'll find it.
Doolang, 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 doolang. Hey, Daddy, cool, come and meet me after school. Do the doolang. Shang-a-lang, shang-a-doolang. Hey, gather round, dig the beat and dig the sound. It's the doolang. Shang-a-lang, come on and jump in line, and you'll see what I mean. Just shake your hips like mine till you got the routine. Shang-a-lang, shang-a-doo-doo-lang. All in a row, wind it up and let it go. Do-the-doo-lang. Shang-a-lang, shang-a-doo-lang. Side by side, shake your shoulders as you glide. Do-the-doo-lang. Just make that figure eight as you sway with your knees. Hey there, you're doing great. Now everyone freeze. Shang-a-lang, shang-a-doo-doo-lang.
Well, I found the information on that tune. There you go. That is Andrea Carol. That when they're going out to Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith in our YouTube chat room. And she is out of Cleveland, Ohio. She started her recording career with the Epic label back in 1961. And her biggest hit was in 1963 on the Big Top record label. Hold on a second. Oh, the Copyright Police came out on that tune there. Hold on a second, folks. I am reading this off of my notes here. Why I couldn't find it? I couldn't find it because it was on the page that was over there. Okay, it was under there. I didn't have it in the group of pages that I was looking for. So, you know, when you got 10 pages of notes, it sometimes becomes difficult. But there you go. So I'm going to read it off the computer screen because it's easier to do that. She had a big top 10 hit. It Hurts to Be 16. Yes, it does. And then it was kind of a regional hit. Charted number 4 in her hometown of Cleveland, Ohio on WHK. But This is a well. Which one is this one? This was her follow-up. Her follow-up on the Big Top record label. Backed by the Chiffons on this one. And it was from March of '64. Andrea Carol, the Doolang. Did I say Doomlang? It's the Doolang. And this is for going out to Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room. So let us continue here. And let's fill a request now for Bill Sheriff. Bill Sheriff, who we haven't seen in a while in the chat room here. But we're going to play this tune. It's by a group called the Dupants on the Atco record label, and it's called Hit Me With Music is the name of the tune. This is the Dupants with the Dixie Flyers, and this is a touch of the 70s from 1970. Let's give it a spin. The Dupants with Hit Me With Music, which Johnny G does every Wednesday evening. Here you go. For Bill Sheriff. Here you go. There you go. That's the sound. That's the sound of the Dupants. The Dupants with the Dixie Flyers. Now Johnny G is calmed down and found everything here. So there you go. That one they're going out to Bill Sheriff. That one released in November of 1970. It's on the Atco record label. Dupants with the Dixie Flyers. Hit Me With Music is the name of the tune. The group first recorded for Atlantic Records back in 1970. Then they had 3 on the Atco label. This was their first. Now the group included Marcus Edward Clay, Michael David, Frank Joyner, Howard W. Kenny. This tune written by Reginald Ross, produced by, Brad Sharperow. And this charted number 11 if you were listening to WOOW in Greenville, North Carolina. Sounds of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasures show. We're going to stay in 1970 also and fill a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Frank just left. He's going to listen on the archive tomorrow. But he requested this a girl group out of Philadelphia. They first recorded for the Swan label back in 1964, but this was their third of 9 on Morris Levy's Roulette record label. Now, the group included Sheila Ferguson, who I think is celebrating a birthday today. I think it's Sheila Ferguson's birthday today. Valerie Holiday, Fayette Pinckney. Collectively, they were known as the 3 Degrees. And this tune written by Myrna March. It was produced by Richard Barrett. Richard Barrett, he was the lead singer of the Valentines. After he did some solo releases, he ended up doing lots of writing and producing. He was writing all the time, but he went into producing and for many artists in the Philadelphia area. And this was one of the groups, the 3 Degrees, I think originally when they were on Swan, but this is on Roulette Records. This charted number 48 on Billboard. It was 7 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WCFR in Springfield, California. And this is a request for listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro. It features Valerie Holiday on lead from August 1970. Here are the 3 Degrees. It's called I Do Take You. The 3 Degrees. Here you go.
Take you for the rest of my life.
There you go. That one there going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. That's the sound of the 3 Degrees from August 1970. Hold on a second, folks. August 1970 on Morris Levy's Roulette record label, I Do Take You is the name of that tune. It's with Valerie Holiday on lead, and Frank also requested the flip side of the 45. Again, it features Valerie Holiday on lead, and this one produced again by Richard Barrett, arranged by Sammy Lowe. Let's give it a spin here. The twin spin, B-side by the 3 Degrees from August 1970. It's called You're the Fool. This is going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Here you go. There you go. That one there going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. That's the sound of the 3 Degrees. 3 Degrees on the Roulette record label. Song entitled Johnny G, you fool. Johnny G is a fool, is what I am. And 3 Degrees there, You're the Fool. Actually, I like that side better, I think. A tad better. August 1970, that's their, what did I say, their third of 9 releases for the Roulette record label, You're the Fool. Valerie Holiday on lead. Prior to that, I Do Take You was the flip side there. As we continue here on the All 60s edition, and let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat for this singer born in Greenwood, South Carolina, but he would relocate to Norristown, Pennsylvania, started singing gospel. And when he met up with the producer-songwriter Jesse James, who would eventually become his manager, they signed him to the Filet of Soul record label. His real name was Johnny Corley, but he recorded as the fantastic Johnny C. He would have 7 releases for the Filet of Soul record label. This was his first, and I think his biggest hit. Actually, we're not playing the A side of this, which was called Boogaloo Down Broadway, because Gary requested the flip side. But I wonder if the Copyright Police will still be out, because it's basically the same backing track, just with different vocals. So if you want to sing Boogaloo Down Broadway, you can to this song, but it's not. This side is called Look What Love Can Make You Do, from July 67, going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room on the Filet of Soul record label. This is the fantastic Johnny C. Here you go. See, it took them a while. It took them a while to find out if that was the tune there, and they just came out now, because they probably couldn't put it. They couldn't match the melody with the vocal, but then they finally did right now, so they caught it. But there you go. That's a B-side there to Boogaloo Down Broadway by request for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room for the fantastic Johnny C. That's the flip side of Boogaloo Down Broadway. Look what Love Can Make You Do, from July 67 on the Filet of Soul record label. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request now for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, and Bill will be my in-studio guest here on a Thursday, next Thursday, which will be the 16th, October 16th. Between 1 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest. The show will be his Gospel Special number 5. Now, the program will be the Gospel Battle of the Song formats, and that is a rhythm and blues versus soul harmony, with more than 20 artists not played on previously gospel shows that Bill hosted here as a guest collector. The listeners, viewers will be able to make the comparison of rhythm and blues to soul harmony gospel recordings, and many of the records scheduled to be played are collector's items And the quality, Bill has minty records to play, and he only buys in mint condition. So they'll sound really good as his 78 guest spot did here. And that show is still doing gangbusters. That's got over 1,100 views already. So that's a lot. And so he will be here on October 16, 2025. So mark your calendars. That's next Thursday at 1. I will not be on tomorrow. Have too many things to do. Wasn't able to put together the Relic Survey. But I hope to return not the next week either, because I got something to do. But I'll be back after the 23rd. That might be the 30th, right before Halloween. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Mr. Bill Olb. For this gal from Brooklyn, New York. She started singing at age 3, and she first, though, recorded when she was 12 years old. She recorded for Reprise Records, and I don't know what the song was, Charlene, but at 13 years old, she had a release on the ABC Paramount record label, and then at age 14, she had this release. So she was only 14 years old when she recorded this. It's on the Jubilee record label. Her real name, or I should say her name, is Ann Anello, but she recorded as Anne Marie, okay? And this one produced by Artie Ripp and arranged by Gary Sherman. It's from October 64. It's by request for Bill Olb. Anne Marie on Jubilee. It's called There Must Be a Reason. Anne Marie. Here you go, Bill.
Must be a reason that every season seems like winter to me. I can't replace that cold, empty space deep down inside that just shouldn't be.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Bill Olb, the sound of Anne Marie. I know some Anne Maries. I don't know this Anne Marie. But Anne Marie, October 1964 on the Jubilee record label. There Must Be a Reason is the name of the tune. I thought she said something else. But there you go. That's for Bill Olb. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. And what did I do with it here? That is, here we go. For Edmund Williams, of course, you know this singer. He was known as the Godfather of Soul, first recording for Sid Nathan's Federal record label with his group called the Famous Flames, then moving over to the King subsidiary in 1960 for something like 88 singles. You got to have a lot of room in your box if you collect him through 1971, and then he would move over to Polydor Records after that. But here is his 37th release for the King label. This came out in February of 1966, and he co-wrote this tune and produced it. Charted number 42 on Billboard. This was number 6 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned into KYOK out of Houston, Texas. Here is James Brown and the Famous Flames. This is for Edmund Williams. It's called Ain't That a Groove, Part 1. This is on the King record label. Let's give a listen to this groove. There you go, the Godfather of Soul there by request for Edmund Williams. Cool tune there, Mr. James Brown and the Famous Flames, February 66 release on King Records, Sid Nathan's King label out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Ain't That a Groove, Part 1. Johnny G always in the groove here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here. And some water damage label here, but the vinyl's pretty nice on this next 45. It's a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat. I finally found this record. This actress and singer from Detroit, Michigan. Her name is Leonette McKee, M-C-K-E-E. But she recorded as Leonette, and first recording back in 1957 for the Dearborn label. Now, Leonard requested, wait a minute, is that 57 or 67, Charlene? That can't be. That's got to be a typo. It's got to be 67. It cannot be 57. And I know I'm looking at this, and I don't have my, and again, I have cataracts, but that's a 57. That's got to be 67. Can't be 57 because this release is June of 68. Now, Leonard requested her follow-up, so that has to be it. This is on Frank Martin and Jerry Snyder's MS label, which is out of Dearborn, Michigan. This tune written by Lyman Woodard, produced by Ed Kaplan and Mike Theodore and Dennis Coffey. You know, Dennis Coffey had an instrumental called Scorpio on the Sussex label, I think in 1971 maybe. This is arranged by Mike Theodore and Dennis Coffey. And she started in her first musical drama in 1976 as Sister Williams in Sparkle. Was that like a series or something? I don't know. Plus other later films. But anyway, let's go to June of 1968 for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room, Leonette, L-O-N-E-T-T-E. It's called Veil of Mystery. This is on the MS label. Here you go, Leonard, for you. There you go. That one there going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Her name is, I think it's Lonette, L-O-N-E-T-T-E. Lonette from June of 68 on the MS record label. Veil of Mystery is the name of the tune. And we continue here on the All 60s edition. Fill a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. Jim, I'm running out of 1960s records to play for you. I was lucky to remember that this was on the list. It wasn't checked off in my book because I figured everything on the Project 3 label was by the that instrumental group. What is that instrumental group on the Project 3 label? It's kind of a weird label anyway. But this singer is well known to 1950s vocalists. This singer, composer, I should say collectors, vocalist, Johnny, losing his mind. Jim Lampley requested this singer, composer, arranger, and choir director from Brooklyn, New York. His real name was Samuel Malcolm Williams, but he recorded as Malcolm Dods. And, of course, he was with his group called Malcolm Dods and the Tune Drops. I think they were the first release for on George Goldner's End record label, and also recorded for, Malcolm Dods and the Tune Drops. Now, he did two on the Project 3. How do you pronounce that? Enoch Light? Enoch. That's the guy that has all the releases. Is it, how do you pronounce that? Eno? Maybe Eno Lights Project 3 label? Has like all these weird instrumentals on that label out of New York City. But this is a song he co-wrote, talking about Malcolm Dods. And this one is from July of 1968. Okay, doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it's earlier. Enoch Light. Enoch Light, that's how you say it? Enoch Light, okay. Enoch Light's Project 3 label. Okay, July 1968. It's Malcolm Dods. It's called Mr. Broadloom, going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. Here you go, Jim.
They used to call me Mr. Cool when I first hit this town. And then they called me Mr. Fool 'cause I threw my money around. But lately, even when I walk the street or go anywhere that people meet, they've got a new name for me, and it's all because of you. They call me Mr. Broadloom. May sound funny, but they call me Mr. Broadloom. 'Cause of the way you walk all over me. You walk all over me. I remember when I met you, I thought you were so sweet. It wasn't long before you treated me like dirt beneath your feet. It didn't have to be so bad, you see, but you had to go and make a fool of me by telling everybody in town, look at the fool I found. They call me Mr. Broadloom. May sound funny, but they call me Mr. Broadloom. 'Cause of the way you walk all over me. I've got wall-to-wall misery. I wish I didn't love you so. I wish that I could find someone who could really care for me and love me all the time. But baby, I've just had enough of this. Your cheating heart and your cold, cold kiss. And I'm tired of hearing people call me by my brand new name. They call me Mr. Broadloom. May sound funny, but they call me Mr. Broadloom. 'Cause of the way you walk all over me. Mr. Broadloom, Mr. Broadloom, Mr. Broadloom, Mr. Broadloom.
There you go. That one there going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. I don't know if I have any more, Jim, of your 60s requests, but that's an interesting, easy listening sound by Malcolm Dods. That's on Enoch Lights. Thank you, folks. Project 3 record label. July of 68. Mr. Broadloom is the name of the tune. That is an interesting tune, to say the least. As we continue here on the All 60s edition, let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed. I found this one the other night down in the No Humidity basement. Been looking for it for a while, but I don't have much on this artist. It's his first of two on Frank Sinatra's Reprise record label. He also has another release on the Smash label, but the Everly Brothers also recorded this tune and released it at the same time on the Warner Brothers record label. This is produced by Lee Hazelwood and arranged by Billy Strange. It's from March of 1966. It's going out to Chris Reed. This is Danny Warner on the Reprise label, and it's called, in parentheses, You Got the Power of Love. This is for Chris Reed. Here you go.
The power of love. You got the power, baby, the power of love. Hey, let me show you how to do it one time. Come on with me. Yeah, you look all right. Let me hear that guitar a little bit. Come on now. Yeah, all right. Let me tell you one more time. Come on, with me. You got the power, baby, keep me hung on tight. You got the power, girl, that made me feel all right. You got the power, baby, made me jump and shake. You got the power over me and the power that it takes. When I'm down and out and blue and feel too bad to move, come along and put me in the groove. When I need your love and it's you I'm thinking of. You got the power, baby, the power of love. All right. Oh, baby, gonna feel that power now. Yeah. Let me show you one time now. Oh, you're gonna feel all right. Yeah. You look so good. Come on. Come on, feel that power, baby. Look all right now. Yeah, come on, do it one time with me.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Chris Reed. That's the sound of Danny Warner. Danny Warner is first of two for Reprise Records. I saw the other one in the box too. I wonder what that one sounds like. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. March 66 on Reprise Records, and You Got the Power of Love is the name of the tune. Johnny G's got the power of music here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here, and please subscribe to my YouTube page if you are new to this program. The more subscribers I have, the copyright police let me get away with more during my live show. The show always posts up, even if they block it, it always posts up. It never is blocked from the world, but they do when I'm live. Don't ask me why. They upset all the listeners because it's not right that they do that, because I do have people that pay subscriptions to YouTube so they don't get any commercials, but then if you block the show, they're going to be angry. And people like that, if they do block it, you should report them and say, why are you blocking Johnny G's show? He doesn't know that there's a problem with some of the records he's playing. He will remove them later on, but don't shut the show down as we continue here. And let's fill a request for Jaden. is this Jaden VHS Archive? I think, Charlene, it got cut off here on the write-up here. And as we go back to Philadelphia now for this girl group, another girl group, they initially recorded as the Yum Yums on the ABC Paramount record label. I don't have that 45, even though a number of people have requested that record here on the program, but I don't have it. I'm working on a copy, but they would change their name to Honey and the Bees. They had 5 releases on the Arctic record label. Let's give a spin to their second. This tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. Her name is Nady Felder. This is arranged by Bobby Martin. This did chart regionally. This record was number 17 on WDAS out of Philadelphia. We go to June of 1968 for Honey and the Bees. This is for Jaden's VHS Archive. This is on Arctic. It's called, in parentheses, You Better Go Now is the name of the tune. Honey and the Bees. Here you go.
There's no reason
Yeah, sounds of Philadelphia here. Girl group sounds out of Philadelphia. As the Copyright Police, they come out after Johnny G. The Honey and the Bees there. Honey and the Bees, that's Nady Felder on lead. That one there from June 1968. It's on the Arctic record label. You Better Go Now is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't leaving yet unless they chase Johnny G. Remember, if they do shut me down, it's... although it's 11:48, because I can go a little bit longer. We'll go a little longer, and but if they do and they block the video, that means I have to start up a new one. Okay, I can start up a new one, then I can start playing hits again. They won't shut me down because once I get that first block, It never fails. They continue to block, and it's so annoying to the listeners. So those of you that are tuned in here, if the show gets blocked, I will open up a new show. It'll be like part 2. I'll rename it real quick, part 2. So you just have to refresh your browser or wherever you're looking at it, and you should see the live because I'll make it go on immediately. But let us continue here. And the interesting thing is those people that send me their requests, Grayland, I'm talking to you, you're able to see what song is coming up next, and you may remember that you requested it of me, and I think Grayland maybe remembers he requested this tune of me. As we go to Santa Ana, Texas, or the singer was originally from Santa Ana, Texas, and the singer, songwriter, producer, label owner. He recorded 9 for Max Weiss's Galaxy Records, which was out of San Francisco, California, and Grayland requested his third. It's a tune he wrote. This is arranged by Ray Shanklin, and this would be a hit later on for Wilson Pickett in 1968 on Atlantic Records, but this tune bubbled under on the Billboard chart as number 101. It was number 44 on the R&B chart, but this was a big number 1 record out in Oakland, California. If you were listening to KDIA, was a number 1 record there. Let's go to December of 1966 for Mr. Roger Collins. Roger Collins. Avatar, wasn't there a Roger Collins in Collinwood? It's not the same guy, though. Roger Collins, the singer on Galaxy Records for Grayland. It's called She's Looking Good. This is for Grayland. Here you go.
You got that kind of loving, make a man lose his mind. You got that little something, make me know that you're mine. You're looking good. You know you're looking so good. You're looking good. Just like they told me that you would. All right. When you call my name now, then call me Mr. Clean. I'm gonna give you loving that you ain't ever seen. You're looking good. You know you're looking so good. You're looking good. Just like they told me that you would. All right. When you wear your wig now, you wear your dresses tight. You and your foxy fur. When you step out late at night, you're looking good. You know you're looking so good. You're looking good. Just like they told me that you would. Now look here. Mama, get your mojo. And Papa, get your gun. I'm gonna steal your daughter. And I'm gonna be your son. She's looking good. You know she's looking so good. She's looking good. Just like they told me that she would. All right, come on, get it, get it. Hey now, she make me walk right. She make me talk right. She make me holler, hey, hey, yeah. Doggone, you looking good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool record. I like that tune there. That one there by request for listener Grayland there. The sound of Roger Collins. And he's, he does ballads too, but that is a great up-tempo tune. Wilson Pickett covered that tune also, by the way. That's the original release, December 1966 on the Galaxy record label out of San Francisco, California. The great Roger Collins. She's looking good. Yes, she is. We're going to do an instant flip side request for Grayland in our YouTube chat room. So just hold your horses, folks. We're going to flip it over here, and Let's, who's the writer here? I can't see it here, Johnny G. Can't see this. But it is Roger Collins. When I hear that, I think of Dark Shadows. I do. But we got some Dark Shadow fans in the chat room. Let's see. Yes. I'm saving time, right? That's the name of it, right? Yeah. Saving, not serving. Oh, wait, Oh, yeah, I'm serving time. All right, let's flip it over here. December 66. This is a B-side here going out to Graylin, the great Roger Collins on the Galaxy record label. It's called I'm Serving Time, an instant request for Graylin. Here you go.
Running from my girlfriend's house, mad as I could be. The cat that robbed the corner store just had to look like me. I'm serving time, 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 and I didn't do no crime. I believe somebody got it in for me. All right. I had to go to Arkansas. My mom was pretty low sick. The train pulled in and I stepped off. And when I stopped to break, I'm serving time, 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 and I didn't do no crime. I believe somebody got it in for me. Yeah, they do. In the county jail 3 days later, when I did awake, I heard him tell the National Guard he came to integrate. I'm serving time, 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 and I didn't do no crime. I believe somebody got it in for me. All right. They booked for me on phony charges, but the jury's gonna set me free. 'Cause on my side is Martin King and the NAACP. No more time, 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 'cause I didn't do no crime. I believe somebody had it in for me. Yeah, they did. How come they always put me in jail for something that I didn't do? I know I didn't do that. Boom. See, if I'd have had a...
There you go. B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to Graylin, the A and B side there for Mr. Roger Collins. Roger Collins, December 66. I'm Serving Time is the name of that one on the Galaxy record label. The flip side of a cool up-tempo, She's Looking Good. Johnny G, hopefully looking good to you here on a Wednesday. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the first show of the week. I will not be on tomorrow afternoon. Bill Old will be in the studio here with me next Thursday afternoon. So that's at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be back here on YouTube and Oldies and More on Saturday beginning at 9 p.m. playing your 1950s and early 60s requests by year. I play those records by year. And the show is halfway done. And again, I had that dizzy spell last Saturday, so I couldn't do the show. So I don't know what the hell happened with that, but let us continue here. Fill a request for Malcolm Baumgard, who's listening over in the UK at this early hour of the morning, and he's tuned into the Vinyltreasure Show. You all know this singer from Macon, Georgia. He's known for his pumping piano up-tempos, mostly, I would say. and his real name Richard Penniman, but you know him as Little Richard. And Malcolm requested his third of six, had 6 releases for the OK record label, but he recorded for many labels. I have another one I think that Avatar requested on VJ, but he's also on Modern Records too. But this one is on OK Records. Tune written by Buddy Kaye and Hugo Montenegro. So that means, was this an instrumental? Hugo Montenegro, he was he had instrumentals that he did on the RCA label. But this one's produced by Larry Williams, arranged by Arthur Wright. Thank you, Graylin, for that. Much appreciated, really. Thank you all. This charted number 19 on KGFJ. If you were listening in Los Angeles, California, let's go to January of 1967. Little Richard for Malcolm Baumgart. It's called Hurry Sundown. This is on OK Records. Here you go.
Hurry down, hurry down, son. Hurry down. I said, son, won't you hurry on down? Let the weary day be over. I'm so tired of the hurt. I've been taking, my heart has been aching so. Don't mind struggling. I don't mind living on a little. If someday my kids are laughing together and having things that I never owned, I can feel the change of coming. Freedom drums in a distant law, they're drumming, telling the world of a brand new future has begun. So you gotta hurry, sundown. Hurry, sundown. I can't wait to see the morning. Hurry, sundown. There's a lot of work that I must lend a hand to. So bring on that new day. A great tomorrow is on its way. Hurry, sundown. But come on and hurry down, son. Hurry, sundown. Hurry down, sundown. Hurry, sundown. Hurry down, sundown. Hurry, sundown.
Yeah, that sounds good at the end there. What a great tune that. I've never played that before. Thanks for requesting that one, Malcolm. That is for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. Little Richard there. Little Richard from January 67. The Copyright Police are out on that one there, folks. They're probably going to get me on the next one. Remember, if they shut me down, I'm going to open up a new show. It'll come on. It'll be a part 2. So they'll shut me down. You'll have to switch over. But because then I can start a new one. I can play big hits again. But anyway, that's Little Richard there. January 67. His third of 6 on the OK record label. Hurry Sundown is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. I always like this next tune, and it's a request for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, and it's actually a B-side here. We had we had the who was he? James Brown earlier. What did I say he was? He was the king of soul, James Brown. Well, we got the queen of soul up next, and I'm talking about Aretha Franklin. And she signed with when she signed with Atlantic Records in 1967, that she became the queen of soul. They coined her at that point because she had many, many hits for Atlantic's records, so many great A and B sides. And this is the B-side to her 7th release for Atlantic. The A-side was called Think, was a big hit for her. But on the flip side, she's doing a cover of the Sam Cooke tune. Now, this did chart number 56 on Billboard, number 88 on Cashbox, number 25 on the R&B chart. But this was a big number 1 record on WCHB out of Detroit, and also a number 1 record here in New York on WWRL from May of 1968 by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, the great Aretha Franklin on the Atlantic label, and her rendition of the tune You Send Me. Here you go for Ron. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hey, the copyright police are late. Took them a while to get that record correct with their AI, but there you go. That's a cover of the Sam Cooke tune, the great Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin there going out to listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. A May 1968 release, the flip side of Think, a song entitled You Send Me on the Atlantic record label. Let us continue here. And we are in Vinyl Treasure overtime, so maybe when they shut Johnny G down, that'll be the end of the show. I'll probably come back with a closer if that is the case. But let's fill a request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. We go back to Philadelphia, PA, for this group that had big hits in the later 1960s. You may know their tunes like Cowboys to Girls, maybe, or Love is Like a Baseball Game, and Together, or just three to name a few of them. But they had some hits in the late 60s and mid 60s on the Gamble record label, but they started recording back in 1960 for the Philadelphia-based Gowan record label. And this is their second overall release. With their first Gowan single, they were just known as the Intruders, but for some reason, they changed it to the Four Intruders with this release. It features Robert Big Sonny Edwards on lead. Let's go to 1962 by request for Bob Cruz in Maryland. The Four Intruders, a.k.a. the Intruders on Gowan. It's called This Is My Song for Bob Cruz. Here you go. There you go. That's the sound of the Intruders, early Intruders there. 1962 release there, going out to listener Bob Cruz. The Intruders with I Lost My Place. Hold on, Johnny G. Yeah, 1962. That's their second release. They were known as the Four Intruders. A song entitled This Is My Song on the Gowan record label. And that's Robert Big Sonny Edwards on lead for that one. Johnny G is your disc jockey here. Got to welcome in a new listener, Nathan Dean. And I do have a lot of young listeners that come into the program. I was too young when these records were around, okay? Because it was my aunt that exposed me to a lot of this music here that I collect. I'm a collector of 45's. I have about, maybe it's almost, not quite 200,000 records, but there's a lot of records. It's like overwhelming. But again, I've been collecting my entire lifetime. It's a lifetime of collecting. And I'm basically started with 1950s and early 60s vocal group records. But then when my aunt, she was listening, she graduated high school in 1961. So she was listening to all those doo-wop and R&B tunes. So she bought all those records. And she was still buying records into the 70s, okay? So as the music changed, she continued to change, but she would always go back to the roots of the music. And I play on my Saturday night show, I play early stuff. It's not for everyone because I have a wide audience. I have a lot of listeners that listen to both my shows, this soul show, basically a soul show, but I also play records for the listeners over in the UK. They like to dance to certain types of beats. They call it Northern Soul. It's not where we would consider that as being northern from up in the United States, up there in the Wisconsin or Minnesota area. No, they tagged it Northern Soul. It just has a sound to it that they dance to, and they would dance solo. You're not dancing with a partner. I was used to dancing with a partner. You know, you either hand in hand or close together or whatever. But I basically lean soul on all my shows. And I used to do a general 60s show, but I knew there were a lot of people that were into the music, and I have a big knowledge of the soul collecting hobby. So I feature that here on Wednesday evenings. We're live on Oldies and More Radio. I welcome new listeners to come in, and I welcome requests. And all this show, except for the first 3 records that I opened up with, were my picks. Everybody else here is a request. So if you do have a soul request you'd like to hear, I venture into the early 70s. I don't want to go too late. I graduated high school in 1976, so I'm a byproduct of the disco era, but here I am playing these 1960s and sometimes even earlier records. I was playing stuff from the 30s on the Thursday show when I did 78s, and people want me to get back, and I have elderly listeners. They're in their 80s. They're in their mid-80s. They're all ages. And I have young listeners. They're 15 years old listening to the show, and this is new music. And we don't want this music to die. And music is a unifier, okay, with the diverse things that people have, but the one thing that everybody likes is music, and that's what I do here. So I thank all my listeners and subscribers that tune into this program. And so if you're hearing things that you like and that maybe you've never heard of before, that is all the more importance to do it, and that's why I do it. I have a passion for the music in doing it. I mean, I'm not a professional disc jockey at all. I retired couple years ago. I was an accountant by trade, but I did buy a lot of these records in my travels. I still buy the records. I have some coming in the mail, some of your requests, you people know who, but so I continue to purchase these things. But I try to give a history on the records. I just don't sit here and play the records and say up next is this and that. I try to give a background. I try to identify the people, the musicians, and the singers. They were so good back then, and they don't play this music anymore. You might get some old school things. Raphael Sadiq, when I worked for Sony Music, I remember I was teaching a bunch of young guys how to do accounting, and they're like, Johnny G, you got to listen to this new guy, Raphael Sadiq, and that's old now because that was like in the early 2000s possibly. But anyway, I'm glad to have new people come into the show, and it's a thrill for me to have you people listen to me and enjoy the show. So thank you for that. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And let us continue here. Let's play a request now for Adrian Viterbo, listening to Johnny G in Mexico. Adrian, I found this record because it was filed incorrectly. So he requested a Junior Wells record, okay? So I was looking in the W box for maybe a year. So, of course, the flip side of this record, and I bought this from Doug Hanners. Used to buy from him. He used to sell records out of Texas. So the flip side of this is Hooker and Wells. Okay, so of course this was in the H box. So how am I going to find Junior Wells in the H box? But I said, wait a minute. This is on Chief. This is his record. So Adrian, this is your record. Let me put it back on, folks. Hold on a second. So by request for Adrian Viterbo in Mexico, we head to Chicago, Illinois for this next blues artist born in Amos Wells, He was born Amos Wells Blackmore Jr. on December 9th, 1934 in Memphis, Tennessee, but he would move to Chicago in 1946. First started recording for the States label in 1953, and you might hear that song on a Saturday night show. But those releases are pretty rare and expensive, but he signed with Mel London's Chief label in 1957, had 10 releases on the Chief label, and then, of course, 3 more on Profile, which was a subsidiary of this Chief label. Now, his biggest hit was in 1960 called Little by Little, which I have, which is on the Profile label. Here is the one after that, which happens to be his 6th release on Chief Records. And this is from November of 1960. His name is Junior Wells, and the song is called Messin' with the Kid. This is going out to Adrian here. Junior Wells from November of 1960. Here you go, Adrian, for you.
What this shit has going on a long time. The people are saying they're gonna put the kid down and roll out. Well, look at what you did. You can call it what you wanna, but I call it messing with the kid. And anything you want, don't you just say. And don't the kid buy the time you get paid. But well, no. As a gift, I work for my money on an 8-hour shift. But well, yeah, well, look at what you did. You can call it what you wanna, but I call it messing with the kid.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's Junior Wells. Junior Wells with the 1960 release, November 1960 release, Messin' with the Kid, which I think is probably his one of his well-known tunes there. That one there on Mel London's Chief record label. We are in Vinyltreasure overtime here for a for a Wednesday evening. Gee, losing his mind tonight, I am. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for UK listener David Dallison. I like this tune. This is a pretty cool cover song of the tune Always Something There to Remind Me. Now, this song was done by so many artists through the years. Lou Johnson, of course, Sandy Shaw, Jose Feliciano, Dionne Warwick, R.B. Greaves, Naked Eyes did it. When was that? In the 80s sometime? And I think there were over 150 artists that recorded this tune. And I I saw that on a label on a website called Cover Me. It was called, had all these covers of many tunes, but I picked this version that bubbled under at number 125, but was a number 9 record on WIXY. If you were listening in Cleveland, Ohio, this tune written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David, but this rendition released in March of 1967 on the Atlantic label, as done by Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. You know, at the first time, and I didn't know anything about Patti LaBelle except that when I saw her singing Lady Marmalade, when was that, in 76? She was the lead singer of a group called Marmalade, right? That was it. Voulez-vous coucher avec quoi was the name of the tune. But anyway, let's give a listen of Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells on the Atlantic label and their rendition of the tune, Always Something There to Remind Me. We'll send this one out to David Dallison in the UK. Here you go, Patti LaBelle. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. I like that rendition there by Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells on the Atlantic record label from, I lost my place here, from March of 1967. That one there by request for UK listener. We'll send it out to David Dallison in the UK. Thank you for your email, David. Much appreciated. We talk about the northern scene today over in the UK. And a great tune, Always Something There to Remind Me. Maybe when Johnny G plays these records, it reminds some of you that were living this music back in the 1960s. Or at least maybe if you weren't, a lot of these memories for Johnny G when my aunt used to play the records. And they are in my collection. I wish my aunt was here because she would have loved this show. She was supposed to be a guest collector here on my program, as she would talk about her favorite records and whatnot, but it was not to be. As we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, fill a request now for Avatar, Charles Ellis in our YouTube chat room. This I often feature this artist from Winterville, Mississippi, but he would relocate to Chicago, was raised in Chicago. First recording for the Mercury label back in 1959, but he signed with OK Records in 1962, had 18 singles between 1962 and 1968, and Avatar requested his 12th release on the OK record label, and this was a number 93. Was number 93 on the Billboard charts, number 80 on Cashbox, 32 on the R&B chart, and a big number 9 record on KPRS, if you were listening in Kansas City, Missouri. This tune written by Gerald Sims, who also produced it along with Carl Davis. And this was from August of 1965. I know many of you like Major Lance. Major Lance on the OK record label for Avatar. It's called Too Hot. No. Yeah. Too Hot to Hold. Major Lance for Avatar. Here you go. There you go. That's a great sound of Major Lance. I agree with you, Avatar. That should have been a hit. It should have been a bigger hit for him. But it was a number 9 record, as we mentioned, on KPRS in Kansas City, Missouri. And that one there from August 65, the great Major Lance on OK, Too Hot to Hold is the name of the tune. Oh, here we go. Gonna block the show. Blocking the show, folks, is what they're gonna do. So there you go. But listen, anyway, it's toward the end of the show here. Oh, see, Graylin Graylin, you were all ready to know that they were going to block the show, so he is in the thing. There you go. He spoke too soon. But anyway, so let's... I don't know what to do, folks. What should I do? Too late for... Yeah, it is too late for part 2. It is too late for part 2. But anyway, it is too late for part 2. It is too late for part 2. But I want to close. Okay. So so let's see. Let me pull back this record because I want to play it for this was a request for Gary McClendon. So we don't want to do this. So okay, I'm not going to do this for Gary. So we're going to play with something else. So let's I wanted to get a record on for Leonard Mancini, but let's see here. Let's close the show here. Let's see. What are we going to close the show here with? Let's see. Well, anyway, let's close with another. Let's close the show with a flip side request. I played a request for Oldies Fan. Let me go back to it. Where was it? For Oldies Fan. Where is it? It's on my PC is where it is. I am back, folks. Johnny G is back. You know they're going to close me down, though, folks. You know that. You know they're going to close me down. But let's close the show with another. I didn't want to, Gary, I didn't want to play your record and have them risk closing it down. Yet they might close it down. I don't know. And it's too late for me to continue on. It's already 12:30, and I got the stream is the stream is no longer blocked by the copyright police. So, I mean, what could I tell you? But so let's try this. Let's flip over that Andrea Carol record. I think Avatar, you wanted to hear the flip side of the record, correct? Okay, so we're going to close with that. All right. Let me just put this on and get it ready here. So hold on a second, folks. Let me just find it here. Andrea Carol. Geez, come on, Johnny. Messing up. Find next. Okay. All right, folks. Well, look, because if Johnny G continues with this, they're gonna just continue to shut me down, and you're gonna get it's gonna upset you, and it's too early for me to continue. But anyway, so let's do a flip side request. But let me see. We're gonna sign off here. So that's gonna do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool soul 45s out of my collection. If you have a request, okay, you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is my contact number. I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook under John Galindo. And I went back on Instagram because I had some people, somebody wanted me to like their show. And I went on and liked the show, and I had a bunch of requests there. So I answered them. I didn't sign back yet. So I am on Instagram, and I think I friended some of the people. Troy, I think you were one of the ones I remember there. But there was a Mark, are you on Instagram? If you guys and gals are on Instagram, you can follow Johnny G. I'll go on and I'll check it. And I don't know if my show shares there, though, because I have it connected to Facebook, because I do get lots of people that come over from Facebook onto my YouTube page. But I don't know what the algorithm of as far as recommending the show. Many of you, and I'm so curious to know how you found out about the show, many people have told me that they come as recommendations by YouTube. Like you'll see it on your side when you're looking at a video or something. You go, what is this guy doing? Holding up a record, or what is back there? And so you check it out, and maybe you like it. I don't know. I hope you do. But tell your friends about it. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene. Charlene Whiteside is my administrative assistant. She helps me to put together the show. She helps me with the research and with the requests. Barbara also has been helping me a little bit too. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I'll be back on Saturday night with 1950s and early 60s requests by you by year. These records are kind of scattered all over from the 1960s. So again, thank you all. Am I forgetting anything? No, I am not. But anyway, we're going to close the show tonight with a flip side request for Avatar with Andrea Carol. Earlier in the show, we played the Doolang on the Big Top label from March '64 for Oldies Fan. We're going to flip it for Avatar. It's called This Time Tomorrow, but no, this time Saturday, Johnny G will be back. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up if you dug what you heard. That's it, folks. Just want to say, everybody, so long. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Take care, everybody. Here you go, Avatar, for you.